Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Supercars. Of course, the Gold Coast 500 is this weekend, so I thought I'll do something similar to what I did for Bathurst. I'll be doing a preview episode, although this will be a bit more briefer than that one. But before we do that, we'll run through some news since the mountain. So starting off with the major news that have happened, Premier Hire Racing have pretty much confirmed their 2023 seats for next year, with Tim Slade replacing Chris Pither next year, and maybe Golding might be there too. There hasn't been much talk, but I have a feeling he'll probably stay. Of course, this is not really a surprise. Everyone sort of predicted it once Hazelwood was announced for Cool Drive Racing. But unfortunately, that means Pither doesn't have a seat for next year at this stage. I'm not sure if there has been any rumours or anything going around regarding if he has a chance somewhere else. But which is a shame. He is a good driver. The cars just hasn't been there all year. But it also means the first two drivers that started with the team are no longer there anymore. Beginning of next year, of course. Obviously, Pither's going to be out, but also Gary Jacobson was replaced mid-season this year at Darwin or Townsville, whatever. But what will stay around is the retro Coke livery that Pither and Cameron Hill used for the Bathurst 1000. It's the Gardner Crompo livery. That will stay till the end of the season, which is good because it's pretty cool looking. Another livery update is also James Golding's Subway Mobile. It's got a bit of a surfing tropical vibe to it to celebrate the return to Gold Coast. Looks pretty neat actually. I quite like it. Although I do like their other livery, but it's a one-off, but I do like it anyway. Another livery change, Macaulay Jones will be running a Silver Commodore as they have a new naming rights for the weekend. Brad Jones Racing welcomes Batamina Lubricants Fastron Synthetic as the naming rights for that car. Looks alright, a bit bland to be honest, but I don't mind a little bit of more colour, but overall it's okay. And the final livery change, and it's only a brief one, Tommy Randall's car has a bit of a metallic look on it to celebrate the limited release of the Castrol Racing Edition Castrol Edge 5W30 engine oil. It does look alright. It will look pretty nice on the TV, I reckon. I think only the red part only had like metallic red stripes, I believe. I don't think the whole car's metallic, but the red stripes are. So that looks pretty neat. And Erebus, they've received their first Gen 3 chassis, which is called the EM05. Of course, it was they collected it from Max Medhurst Crash Repairs in Mount Gambier. And Erebus is actually one of 3 teams to construct their own chassis. Of course, I believe DJR and obviously 888 are the other ones, and the rest are customers. And I did mention this before last video, but James Courtney will be running a spare chassis this weekend. But Andre Heimgartner's and David Reynolds' car were able to be repaired, which is good. But unfortunately, James Courtney not so much. So that's it for the news. So let's get straight into the race weekend preview. So obviously it's the first time Supercars are racing here since 2019. Of course, last time they raced it was actually an enduro event. So it's a bit sad that they're not racing enduros this year. Hopefully they can return in the future. It's a 2.9k circuit with 14 corners and of course two 250k races for the weekend. So let's have a quick look at the timetable. Friday there'll be 2 practice sessions Saturday starts off with qualifying, then a top 10 shootout, and then race 31, which is 85 laps. Now, Shane van Gisbergen has a chance to win the championship on the Saturday. I believe what I read, he has, if Cameron Waters wins, he has to at least finish 24th to keep it going, which I don't think he will have much trouble with that. He has to be at least 300 points clear coming into Adelaide to win the title this weekend. Sunday is the same as Saturday, quali, top 10 shootout, and then race 32, which is also 85 laps. Now my top three predictions for the weekend. I reckon the ones to look out for is obviously Shane van Gisbergen. Very good in the street circuits. Of course, he won here with Garth Tander back in 2019. He's very quick at streets, and he's just been dominant all year. So he's definitely, obviously, the one to beat. I think Cameron Waters probably is in a good shot for the win this weekend as well. Of course, only him and Gisbergen are in the championship fight for the win, but I do think Gisbergen can get it this weekend. But Waters is definitely in for it for sure. And then probably lastly, Chaz Mostert. He's usually pretty good around street circuits. He's been up and down this year, but Bathurst he was pretty speedy, so I reckon he'll do pretty well this weekend as well. So that's it for my preview video episode. Do stay tuned for a Saturday recap and a Sunday recap. Now, I don't think I'll be able to. I don't know when they'll be uploaded. It'll be uploaded definitely either on the weekend or just after. So stay tuned for that. Just check out my Instagram, Daniel Leckel 35. That's where you'll see all updates regarding that. So that's all from me today. Let me know in the comments who's your pick to be on top this weekend, and stay tuned for the race recaps.